Let's hit record. Hey, we're back. You definitely just didn't miss a lore rant. It's cool. There's no lore ranting going on here. Okay. Poor Garm. I feel bad for Garm. I really do. No, Jesse Ward, no! Yep, we killed Old Yeller.
Can we just go home now?
Atreus.
I know. Close my heart to it. Another locked door?
Damn. I was actually wondering, because I know you saw the apartment, and I know that you were thinking about it. But it sounds like it's not really gelling for you, which sucks. I'm sorry. As long as you get to a good apartment, that's all I really care about. Could you just have a good place to live? Is that so much to ask? Just keep doing burn, burn, burn. See how that feels.
Maybe we can use my sigils to carry the frost to the gear.
While you are gone, I sought the Norns. They told me Heimdall intended to kill you in Asgard.
Heimdall? The Norns? I thought you didn't believe in that.
Oh, come on! I mourned you!
Gotta go! Come on! Through the whole
Yep, okay.
Hey, back! What do we do?
I do not know.
You don't know?
Do not stop. Run!
Where?
The stairs! Outside! Hurry!
God damn it! Frickin' Garm! Time to kill Garm again. Listen, immortal has a lot of different definitions. Surely we can make this work out.
Blocking our path!
Jump!
Left side! Go! If we can't find him, the dead will keep flooding the realms. The realms will collapse.
You must learn to calm your mind.
Maybe I've learned I run better on chaos.
What else did you learn?
We work better when we trust each other.
A good lesson.
You hear that? Where is he? Watch out!
I noticed that too, Leitcheval. Round 2.
Here we go again. Use his spear. He's gotta have weak points.
Yeah, I see it. Why did it lose the... Damn it.
Attack that spot on his head. Hit.
Working on it.
You gotta hit that spot on his leg.
A little hard to hit with a freaking controller, Atreus.
You got it.
Give me a mouse, I'd probably enjoy this.
Enough already. Attack that spot on his head. Hit. That spot on his leg. A weak one. Just give up already. Come on. Stay down. Stay down.
I can see that!
How does he keep coming back?
That is his nature!
Gotta change that. Back.
We can't change his form.
Wait! I think I can stop this.
How?
I need you to help me get on his back.
What?
Trust me, please. I got it.
You do it your way then.
Don't you want to rest? Watch out for those shockwaves.
Get on the Garm's back. Get on the Garm's back.
How long can you keep this up? Now's our chance.
Get up there, kiddo. Yeah, super regen and portals. That's crazy. Appreciate you, Savaka. Lost the knife.
What happened?
We gotta find him. Come on.
Okay. No, you...
Guess he came this way. Let's find another way up.
What did you do?
I apologize for not saying thank you appropriately, by the way, Savacom. The help you've been giving me in the feedback channel for math has been helpful. I just haven't been responding because as soon as you say something, I immediately take it and run with it.
At the house. The spell you saw me do when Fenrir died. I didn't know it then. But I accidentally put his soul into my knife. Souls are powerful, so I thought maybe Fenrir's could...
Change its nature.
Yeah. Let's see if it took.
3 Pastor of Muppets. I mean, you probably didn't see when I asked the question, but I was in the middle of
I
stuff.
found you in Midgard, before Freyr attacked. You said you needed to protect me. Why?
I saw a prophecy. You were... in my arms. Dead.
I saw it too. In Jotunheim.
What? You knew? That's why you've been training me so hard.
One day, you will have to survive without me.
Not gonna happen. I won't let it. I won't.
All journeys come to an end.
Not ours. Not like that.
reckless, and I don't mean any disrespect to Odin, but if Zeus and the Titans couldn't bring us down, I don't think Odin's got this. Especially not since we're getting better, not worse. Like, we took down Greece when we were a barely contained ball of rage, not even thinking about our next step. What do you think a seasoned Kratos can do? With allies, by the way, which we also didn't have back then. Eyes are different.
You're okay. Sorry I hurt you. It's over now. I promise. Fen? Are you?
Gross. Gross. Okay, we need to get this crap off him. Or it's already off. Okay, that's okay.
Good boy. Yeah. I missed you too. Didn't know if that would work. We did it!
How is this possible?
It's giant magic. I've been learning things.
In Asgard.
No.
This has nothing to do with that.
More secrets.
No. A promise. Wouldn't let someone's trusting me to keep. Like you kept your promise to Mom? See what I can do when you trust me?
Kid.
Oh.
Oh my god, we have a freaking wolf that can tear boundaries between realms. Anyways, we've got away to Asgard now. And yeah, probably still turbo immortal. Oh, that's funny. As if Kratos wasn't already death walking.
Done. We should inform the others. Decide our next move.
So, when the Nords told you Heimdall was going to kill me, that's who your spear's for, isn't it?
It is.
Heimdall's a jerk, but that's not who you are anymore, right? A god killer? You don't want war.
No. But I will do what it takes to keep you safe.
Great, it's open. Maybe we can use the sigils to freeze the gear up there. Falco!
I was gonna say, he could probably die now that he has a soul. But, I mean, come on. There it is. That's it. Where's my axe?
Father, if you can't trust the fates, why do you care what they say?
When it comes to your life, I can take no chances.
Is that Atreus Velgir? Yeah, Odin probably was expecting us to kill Garm, for pretty obvious reasons, actually. Let's get the shortcut really quick. Hey, Sean.
Look, Crosswalker. Should we talk to her? Helger! Garmule Sakerku!
Bless you!
He says there's 6 tears to close and, not to expect thanks. They shouldn't have been open in the first place.
She is not wrong.
Roll. That's an interesting question, Lothario. My guess is the answer is Thor. But I don't really know outside of that. Yeah, just get the crew going. This may sound like a weird thing to comment on, but we haven't seen a lot of Odin's personal power. He's in charge, he's abusive and manipulative, and definitely a very on top of things politically, but we haven't seen much of what he can do other than that he is a pretty gifted mage, and he has an extremely overpowered teleport. I bring that up because I'm not sure what he would bring to the table in a fight, although I suppose we'll find out at some point.
The Mystic Gateway got buried.
I have it.
Interestingly, among that trio, so we've got Odin, who's kind of more utility, and Heimdall, who is... He's a one-trick pony, right? One thing I commented on when we were fighting him last time is he doesn't have any style or panache. He probably doesn't actually know any fighting techniques at all. He just kind of goes by his talent, right? So that means the only one of the trio who's really good in a fight is freaking Thor. Now, he's Thor, so, you know.
What's wrong?
I have been falling back into my old ways. Angry, distrustful. With you, now and before. I chased you away.
Without you, I got reckless. Overconfident. Made stupid mistakes. I don't know why I thought I could do this alone. You were right.
No. On our journey together, you have grown into a warrior worthy of your namesake. I was the one who was not ready.
You don't have to be who you were just because I'm not there. Let's make a promise. I'll listen for your voice in my head when you're not there, to guide me. And you do the same. All right? I need to know you'll be okay without me.
Atreus. I am sorry.
Don't be sorry, Father. be better. Let's go home.
I think Odin just lost. What do you think?
Nothing is written. That can't be unwritten. Remember? We shouldn't let prophecy define our choices.
Then we will make our own destiny.
Did you want to take care of anything before going back to Sindri's?
No. First, we retrieve Mimir. Then you can tell us what you learned in Asgard. After that, we shall see.
You really do think of him as a brother. What about Freyr? Seems like she moved in while I was away.
Once she turned her hatred back to Odin, she recognized our interests were aligned.
Huh. I tried convincing her of that, but...
When was that?
Oh. Before I started telling you where I was that night.
I see.
Hey, she didn't kill me.
I said nothing.
So, narratively speaking, that was a really big win. Fenrir's back, Garm's dealt with, realms are more stable unless we're all gonna die. Kratos finally started really changing. Odin lost. So, what's gonna go badly? 'Cause that's how this works.
You're back. How did it go?
We should trouble us no further.
Well, that's a bloody relief. So you put down old Garm, did you?
Yeah. Sort of.
Atreus, your decision to go to Asgard after all he's put us through. I'll never understand it. But I hope you at least came back with something we can use.
I hope so too. Come on. Let me show you what Odin's up to. Here's what he cares about most. More than Ragnarok or anything. Is this mask. Anyone recognize it?
That
Nope.
thing? Ugh, it's a dead end. He's been faffing around with that since before I knew him. To be honest, I thought the Giants were just having a laugh with that one.
Okay, fine. No. You're wrong, Mimir. This mask is no fraud. The Giants didn't make it, and only a few of them ever glimpsed it in their visions. They never knew its origin, but some believed it was a way to gaze into the secrets of creation itself.
Is it an oracle?
Much, much more. Imagine becoming one with a source of infinite knowledge. This is why Odin tortured me.
So what do you think? Know it?
No. It's one obsession he never saw fit to share with me. But I'll tell you this. Even when Odin speaks the truth, his purpose is false. Either way, it's a mistake to let it distract us. Is Heimdall our focus or not?
We will rewrite our fate another way.
Then I'm going back to Vanaheim. If we're not taking the fight to Odin, I should help my brother stand against him.
We will join her when we can.
Yeah, Odin the All-Knowing. That sounds... I would rather have Zeus have that kind of power than Odin.
Father, I'm gonna study my notes on the mask. See if I can think of a plan. But if you want to go anywhere, I'm with you. And listen, everyone. I'm really sorry about the way I left. You know I've never hurt any of you on purpose.
Well, when you can turn into a bear by accident, I suppose these things can happen.
So, do you forgive me,
Of course, Atreus.
We know you meant no harm, lad.
Sindri?
I'm sure I will. Eventually.
Okay. Guess I'll take it.
Poor Sindri.
While we're clearing the air, I hope that I can be forgiven for not doing more when the Hellwalkers attacked. Whatever reservations I have about violence, they shouldn't apply when your home is under attack. And certainly not by undead abominations. Yet I reached for a shield instead of a sword. You were right to chide me for that, old friend. The next time the moment calls me, I'll be ready.
Well said, Tyr. I believe you just might.
Here, I'll share my thoughts about him at some point.
I can sharpen that axe if you want. Living whetstone, that's me. Keep her sharp and she'll keep you alive.
Good afternoon, Wolka. Hope you're doing well. Because if you aren't... Petrified bone to keep going.
Brother, before we check on Freyr, is there any unfinished business in other realms you wanted to take care of? I'm sure the lad would love to help.
Actually, no. Our side quest log is pretty empty right now.
Appreciate it.
And in this game, Czar.
You are well.
Take more than a port full of bone-chawing stiffs to keep me down. What am I gonna do? Walk around with a bandage on my head, begging for attention?
I was mauled by a bear!
Nudged, more like it.
So armor. Best looking armor so far. Well, what do we got? Let's just go down the list. So we got that. I think that's my favorite so far in terms of purely appearance. Giptmauers? God, I don't know. I can't do Norse names. If it was, see, the problem is I'm never going to use that because that's a runic attack or relic suit, and I just don't lean on those all that much. In fact, I honestly doubt I'm going to change off of this anytime soon because that is an incredible set bonus. There's the waist guard of it. And the wrists of it. Giptmauder. Giptmaut. I believe you. There is no transmog that I'm aware of, but if this is anything like the last game, the stats don't matter that much, so picking your favorite and just upgrading that one is viable. Speaking of which...
Damn! Am I good or what?
Very good.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, there's a new game plus. Hey! Which they patched in, so that'll be cool. We'll get there when we get there. We'll have to see how it be. I should start working on that, shouldn't I? I guess I already have been. Hey, Radisvik. That would be pretty messed up, Lataria. Imagine if Odin finds out that there is no possible afterlife for him. So, like as in, it's not even on the table. It's just not possible. So he's screwed. People do some very unpleasant things when they're afraid of death, as anybody familiar with Warcraft will tell you. Me too, von Falkenstein. Me too. Nope. I just started typing human revolution, but it's actually revision. My bad. Thank you, Radisvik. I'll put that down for revision, Deus Ex Revision, the Zelda block and the BRPG block. How rare is it that games reveal their plot twist catches me off guard? It's happened. Something that has happened in truly well-written games is that I will guess like where the story's going incorrectly. Like I pick up on the hints, but I interpret them wrong, you know? As I am, unfortunately, as I've proven many times, just because I can analyze something doesn't mean I'm right. That being said, it is very rare that something just completely catches me off guard. Well, let's go hip Freya. What do you think, Seastar? Should we help Freya? Let's go help Freya.
We travel to Vanaheim.
Great. You gonna check in on Freya?
Yes.
Glad I get to come this time.
I think you're right, Tara. I've heard people brag and be like, oh, I totally saw it coming a mile away, but they do it of that tone of someone who probably isn't being very honest, if you know what I'm talking about.
So what happened the last time you were in Vanaheim? I still don't know how you got Frey to stop trying to kill you.
We traveled to her village to break Odin's spell. Once freed, she accepted that I was not her enemy.
You also missed a highly entertaining moment where Brock was lifted arse over face in Freyr's camp.
You met Freyr? What's he like?
Different from his sister. Lacks her conviction.
True, but he's a bit quicker to forgive.
And an ineffective leader.
But his heart's in the right place. You'll like him, lad.
Hang on. Well,
It's beautiful. And, wet.
It is also dangerous.
More dangerous than hell?
yeah. At least in gameplay. It's fine, Papa Neeks, it's fine. We'll get his wayward children later.
Freyr's camp is to the right.
No rush, is there? Not every day the lad gets to see a new realm.
Except for this week. He's seen a lot of new realms this week.
To Freyr's camp, then. Time to see how the Vanir have fared in our absence.
I hope Freya's okay.
She can care for herself.
We're still checking on her, though?
Her brother's forces are outnumbered. And there is much I owe her.
Only to the realms of the Norse, though. If only we could take him to Egypt! Sorry.
Reminds me of a Vanaheim song I heard long ago.
No one here. Where is everyone?
Stay alert.
I don't like this, brother.
Kratos. Atreus. A welcome reunion. Unexpected, but welcome.
You know us?
Can't be. Is that who I think? Oh, you shifty bastard. It's almost good to see you again. And for once in the shape of a man, or nearly.
So that's how they got your head out of your ass. Maybe now you'll stop being such a half-blind, piss-drunk, oversexed liar. He was more of a pig than I ever was.
I do not know you.
Do you not recognize your handiwork?
Hildisvini! Remember when we first met Freyr in the woods? After I... Oh. I am so sorry about that.
Freyr's boar.
Her advisor. And friend. Counselor to the Vanir. And yes, while exiled at Midgard, I was trapped in my boar form. And then you shot me.
At my command.
No. My arrow, my mistake.
Forgotten. Vanaheim needs our help more than ever. Even Mimir's. Come. Just watch where you aim that bow of yours. My hide's not so thick in this form.
Ball.
We can head out whenever you're ready.
Where are we going?
I have a favor to ask. I'll explain on the way.
Well, let's do it to it. What's with all the shapeshifters? God.
She came here to help her brother.
She leads the search party for Freyr and Bigvir. They've been captured by the Einherjar.
How'd that happen?
An ambush. The presence has intensified since your last visit. To make matters worse, the Celestial Wolves haven't been seen in days. Or at least I assume. Not easy, tracking time with no moon in the sky.
No moon.
Just like in a shrine.
Their shrine.
It's a long story. You want us to check on them?
You have my gratitude. We're spread thin. And if anyone can help Skoll and Hati, he'd be a fellow giant.
Very well.
Freyr mentioned you had a way past this.
Yeah, actually.
You don't disappoint. Continue down this path and you'll find their den. Good luck.
Look.
And don't shoot any boars.
You think he's really forgiven me for shooting him?
Trust me, lad. If the old swine still carried a grudge, you'd know it.
What happened between you two?
The usual. Miscommunication, conflicting loyalties, broken promises. Nothing to concern yourself with.
I'm not concerned. Just curious.
Curiosity's all well and good. So is privacy, huh?
Okay. Point taken.
Ahem. Atreus being a shapeshifter is fine by me, but the moment he turns into a swan, we're gonna have a talk. What? Okay. We're still falling. Look at the range indicator on the compass. At some point, we should hit the bottom of the renderable area. At which point, one of two things is going to happen. You notice it's already having trouble rendering. Yeah, so... I guess this is what In Between the Realms looks like. Yeah, you can see Mimir without his beard periodically. It's getting worse. Rendering's getting worse. Yep. That's getting worse. Maybe it was a goose. Anyways, Zeus turned into a swan to seduce a woman and have sex with her. Yeah, so, we're just, apparently we're not actually going to hit the bottom. We just landed modern day. What? Okay, where's this? Okay. No? It's water. God, where am I? I am extraordinarily turned around. Okay, here we go. Hey, we didn't fall through reality this time. It's always nice. It is, Papa Neeks. I should know. I got extraordinarily lucky with that.
Welcome, Brian. Look out!
Watch it!
There! That did it! Vanaheim looks and feels so different from the other realms. It's warm, like Svartalfheim, but the kind of thickness in the air.
Egros.
What?
Egros. Greek. For humid.
Egros. I like it.
Listen, we all know humidity is gross. So why not embrace it?
Find the Nokin! Making these things stronger! Yeah! And stay quiet!
Look out!
It's gonna blow!
No, they're speaking English, obviously, Loner. Duh. So, I usually do a wrap-up stream at the end of the year. Starting last year, we came up with the idea of doing an LGA, a Lore Walkers Game Awards. So we'll be doing that. I've already...
We're here. Stay alert.
Wonder where they went.
Eaten by a knockin', perhaps.
Doubtful.
So in short, there will be a top, bottom, etc. It won't be until January, though. And so the way we do it, and I really wish I came up with this, but Eclectic Oak did, is it's all the games we streamed that year, not all the games that came out that year. So every game from Stardew Valley up until whatever it's going to be. And that's why we don't do it until January. Make sense? Yeah, have we played any games this year that came out this year? There's Baldur's Gate 3. I think that's it. Oh yeah, Mario Wonder will be on the list. Excuse me, you are correct. So it'll be Mario Wonder. and
This
Baldur's
excursion
Gate
to
3.
Vanaheim means you've now visited each of the 9 realms.
Huh. Guess you're right.
Not many mortals can claim such a feat. Not many gods either. Even your father has yet to grace the halls of Asgard.
I'm in no hurry to do so.
Hildisvini said Freyr and Bigvir were captured. Who's Bigvir?
He's a light elf, a former scholar exiled from Alfheim with his wife Bela. She may be their best warrior.
Why was he exiled?
You'll have to ask him for the full tale, but I take it that he and Bela's quest to unite their people was frowned upon.
Wait, Bela's a dark elf?
Yes.
Wow. Well, that raises even more questions. Hope he's okay.
I mean, it's not like games that just came out haven't been funded, but yeah, it's the minority. Like I said, I'm pretty sure there's only 2 this year.
Find the Noken! It's making this thing stronger!
Anyways. Here's a question, Blancheville. How many people do you think would try to mug me if they found out that I scored Mario Wonder higher than Baldur's Gate 3? It's actually decently possible. New mainline Mario game, that's gonna score very well. Look, it's not my fault GTA 5 is the best game ever made. That isn't an MMO.
Amir, you once told us Ragnarok begins when Skull and Hati catch the sun and moon, right?
I said it was foretold, lad. Prophecy. Which after our time with the Norns, we've all had quite enough of.
But Odin still believes. That's gotta be why Einherjar stole the moon. He's still trying to avoid Ragnarok.
Or he prepares for it. Fights a proxy war in this realm to distract his enemies.
Yeah, or that, I guess.
I guess.
Freyr and Niflheim just got a new guess.
It's actually hard to see around here. You know what's really funny to me personally, Loke? Of all the games I love that other people don't, the GTAs are the most understandable. I've never questioned that, not for a second. Yeah, GTA is a pretty good example of coffee for a lot of people. What's really funny, though, almost every single... Yeah, exactly, Russ. Almost every single GTA game is actually a pretty flawed, irritating, frustrating game, which has a few good points which help elevate it. 5... Well, I guess 5 does have the mid-act narrative dip. But 5 is easily the one that has the least irritations and frustrations. It's every GTA game, just better. Iterative design, in other words. It's why I honestly, sincerely doubt it's ever really going to be surpassed. Well, we started using PFA more regularly. Excuse me. Excuse me. There was another one, but I can't think of it right now for some stupid reason. Probably because I'm very stupid and having trouble seeing because there's this light just blinding me right there. Yeah, GTA 5 literally learned the lessons of 5 other games and 2 other DLCs. It was very much a product of its predecessors. It's almost the same reason why Diablo 3 is my second highest rated game. Diablo 3 at launch? Nah. But Diablo 3 long term? Literal years of time and effort to polish the game up and make it as good as possible. Yeah, that's gonna score well. Do you ever get video game fatigue? No, admittedly, but I am sorry that you're suffering from that right now. Not the first time I've heard of that concept. Ugh, Bloodborne. I suppose part of the reason I don't get that personally is because I have such a variety of games that I play with so many different people. On any given day, I could play Cities Skylines, God of War 5, and World of Warcraft, right? Or whatever. Hypothetically, I don't actually know if that's it.
It's gotta be their den.
Excited to meet Skoll and Hattie, lad?
I mean, I've heard all your stories. It's gonna be weird meeting them in person.
Legend meeting reality. At the very least, it shouldn't fail to entertain.
Hello? I think they're sleeping.
Well, there you have it. The legendary celestial wolves. Supremely entertaining, as promised.
Remember their shrine? They didn't rejoin the sky until after the moon returned.
And then chased an arrow across the sky.
Right, well, best we go find the moon and put it back where it belongs, eh? As if that's a perfectly normal thing to say.
Yeah, let's just go find the moon. Yeah, I saw the, yeah. Yes, That is the plan, Ross.
The Aner Yar played a part according to Skoll and Hatti's shrine.
Managed to stuff the moon inside a box, if memory serves.
But it didn't say where they took the box.
Aye, that's the rub of using prophecy as a map, isn't it? Bit sparse on the details.
There's a war camp in the nearby village. A strong fortress to guard their bounty. We will try there first.
So besides Hildesvini and the elves, who else is part of Freyr's army?
Not much army, really. Although Beerger was a soldier, once walking the path of a traveler. I imagine he's handy with that enormous broken sword of his.
A traveler that doesn't want to kill us. That's nice.
Aner Yar ahead.
I'm ready.
Ne emun gere sat verenne.
Really?
Impressive!
Good evening, Not Zero. Hope you're doing well.
Did you see that? I didn't know they could do that.
A new enemy.
Stay alert. Yeah?
Correct. Fitting.
Oh, excuse me.
There she is again. Guess they know we're coming. I can't believe no one's here.
They hide.
The Vanir aren't all hardened warriors like our dear Freyr. Those who survive the warfare find it easier to hide in the jungle and use nature as their shield.
This wall. When I bring it down, we strike.
Yep.
Empty.
Where'd they all go?
A good question.
Wait, there's the moon. Box? Down there. This is definitely an ambush.
Yes.
Yeah. This is one of the most obvious ambushes I've seen in a long time.
We can get to it from up here. Called it.
Bifrost! Tread carefully, brother!
That was a very effective ambush, I'm not gonna lie.
Watch your right!
Considering they're all basically brainwashed by Odin, I don't think he has the most tactically gifted warriors under his command. Brilliant thinkers do not an obedient army make.
This is the last.
Here's hoping that puts a dent in Odin's forces, at least for the time being.
I don't think Asgard's running out of soldiers anytime soon.
Listen,
Ready to
tactics
put the moon back
is
where
for
it belongs?
other people.
Okay, yeah. That is a weird thing to say.
That wouldn't surprise me, Von Falkenstein.
Hey! Hurry! She's getting away! Come on!
What is this, Assassin's Creed?
A double ambush? Okay. Didn't see that coming.
What? What? She can just ignore her hurt box every now and again. You see that? Not enough, but you know.
Hurry! We gotta get across!
Working on it. So let's see. Do I consider it cheating if I beat an entire game on hardest difficult, change the last second to get the trophy you're beating in hardest difficult? How do you... How does it even work? Like, wouldn't you not get the achievement at that point? Because you didn't beat the game on hardest difficulty?
There!
Or do you mean, like, playing the whole game on easy and then changing it to hard at the last second?
He's going up the waterfall!
Either way, I probably wouldn't do that.
Another ambush? Really?
Sometimes the charm.
They are not smart.
Aye, and there's that.
Like, to me, there's no point, essentially.
What we're doing right now,
So,
all of this, it's almost exactly how we saw it play out back in Skull and Hati's shrine. The wolves are back in Vanaheim. We're rescuing the moon.
Yes, I remember the prophecy.
So, doesn't it make you worried? If everything we're doing now happened in the Jötnar shrine?
Remember our agreement. Prophecy will not dictate our actions.
Yeah.
Our allies need help. That is our focus now.
okay.
Brother, we've taken a wrong turn. Our thief's gone skyward.
Yeah, turn on legendary difficulty once you get to Marauder shields. I did it! I beat Mass Effect 3 on legendary. Like, I'm not interested in judgment, Lotario, but the only purpose in those kind of achievements is, in my mind, is for me. For me to be able to say that I did that. I don't really care about the achievement itself.
A wyvern! Nasty beast! Careful, lad!
Trying to grab you!
Hey, Baron. Look, they're the ones who didn't give us a final boss, Dante. We had to make our own. You can let me...
It's cold. Is this? It's from Helheim. Heimdall must have grabbed this while I freed Garm. I was there, but I didn't know.
And now you fight to undo the damage. Your guilt is misplaced.
Yeah. No, you're right.
We can return to the den through here. They will pursue. Keep your guard up.
Father, how are you so sure we even have a choice about what we're doing?
Doubt is a weakness we cannot afford.
Who said anything about doubt? So far, we've done everything the Giants said we would.
We make our own choices. Nothing forces us.
Another Aether! To the left!
Behind you! Incoming!
Imagine you're like, okay, you're in transit, right? You're being airdropped into the spot. You're like, okay, getting pumped, and you land, and you're just juggled to death by someone who doesn't even let you move the entire time.
But what if, by doing all this, what if we're walking straight into Ragnarok? Isn't there any way to avoid fate? Your fate? What if we can't stop it from...
Would you turn your back on the wolves? On this realm? Remember our agreement.
And then he pops in Valhalla, and they're like, what happened? And he's just like, I'm not sure. I remember being in the air a lot and a lot of pain. It's all very unclear.
The lad does make some good points, though.
As long as Atreus lives, so be it.
Uh-oh.
Here goes nothing.
Oh, there's the moon. It's a little smaller than I remember.
Just like inside their shrine.
Don't look at the eclipse. It's gonna hurt your eyes.
If I do this,
Fate only binds you if you let it. Do what is necessary. Not because it is written.
Interesting side corollary to the entire fate argument. If you're fated to do something, but it's what you would have chosen to do anyways, does it matter?
Good choice, lad.
they have a gift for us. A way to call them anytime we need them.
The signal flare.
We saw when we first got here. I think that's where we're supposed to use it.
Perhaps Freyr will know.
So in essence, they just gave us the keys of dusk till dawn. Not bad for a day's work.
We should head back to Hildesfini and tell him about all this. Yeah?
Yes. Back to the camp.
Look out!
Oh no, it's random enemies that don't matter at all. You know what? I've been sitting on a negative for a while. Hang on, let me play Just Dance really quick. Sorry. Let's see here. Yeah, no, we actually have a category which I talked about recently in the gameplay video. Trash design. Trash design is a bit of a catch-all. And this game has it. It's in spades. And it's not great. There's just... It's not good. I don't know how else to explain that. I honestly think it might actually be triple negative, but it's definitely double. I'll sit on that. Too much. Too little meat on its bones. Too frequent. I do agree the enemy variety is better than in 4, but I mean, how many frickin' trolls did we kill in 4? And yet you don't even really get anything from it. It's just there to be padding. It reminds me, if I sound like a weird comparison, it reminds me of Pillars of Eternity 1, which probably has the worst trash design I've ever seen in a video game. There's a whole lot of trash in that game, and it really is just there to pad out the experience.
Liking it less now.
Can I help you? Yeah, trolls and Dwagger. Hi. How are you? Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Axe? Here it is! I'm sorry, guys, I didn't realize she was armless.
No.
They come back fast. But not that fast.
In Asgard, what else did you see of Odin's army?
Well, all these Einherjar we've been fighting, they've already died in battle once. We kill them here, and they'll just wake back up in Valhalla. They never truly die.
Should it come to war, we'd do well to have our own endless army of dead soldiers.
You mean Helheim's army? Like the prophecy said?
It will not come to that.
I like the idea of just uniting the realms against Odin, personally. Although cutting him off from Valhalla would probably be a nice step, too. Really? Another one of you? I was just talking about this! Oh my god. Jesus.
Got him! Guess they like the Egros.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we've done Drekkie, we've done double Drekkie, we've done double Drekkie with someone else, even. So, guys.
So, we report back to Hildisvini, then what?
We came here to help Freyr. We will not leave without rescuing her brother and the Light Elf.
Okay, but Odin's not gonna stop searching for masterpieces.
That is his concern, not ours.
Sure, but if that mask offers all the answers...
Then it will surely exact a price. Be wary of shortcuts to knowledge.
Yes, Father.
We would actually know a bit about that. Oh yeah, next fight, triple Drekkie.
Do all the plants here want to kill us?
No. Only the carnivorous ones.
That's strange. Yeah, the final fight is like 5 Drekkie. Like that's just the final boss fight. 5 Drekkie.
Who's that?
Ah, that wrinkly mug belongs to Helka. She's a Blothunder. Hounds prized for their pinpoint accurate tracking abilities. You'll love her.
Kratos, Atreus. That eclipse was your doing, I take it. Thank you for coming. Big Veer used the diversion to escape.
What about your brother?
We know where they're holding him now. Bela's already prepped the explosives. If you're with me, we can leave as soon as you're ready.
I could use another shapeshifter's help.
Go with him, Atreus. I will aid Freyr.
Yes, sir.
Time to Freya it up.
The fuse is but 30 heartbeats. That's enough. Once you see the signal, count it down. Come, Kratos. We should get moving.
War for the Overworld is a dungeon management game. This is the new one, right?
Nice work with the wolves.
Nope, I'm wrong. This came out in 2015.
In Vanaheim before.
Yeah, that just sort of happened when we freed the moon. I've seen a lot of weird things. but a moon in a box was on a whole new level.
Aw. There's online PvP, but no co-op. Negative to nothing, because I don't do that. I mention it because if you remember...
His time with the Einherjar wasn't pleasant. But Lunda can patch people as well as armor. With some rest, he'll be fine.
If you remember, during the Games Award thing this year, like the not E3, they actually announced a brand new Dungeon Keeper spiritual successor, which is what I thought you were referencing. Alright, Freyr, let's do it.
The wolves gave us a scepter. They will answer, should we call on them.
Good. There's a shortcut to Njord's temple we can use in daylight.
The Einherjar are holding Freyr in your father's own temple.
It's been empty for as long as I can remember. There's a celestial altar across the river. According to Bigbeer, the altars were once used to signal the wolves, and now we have just the scepter to do it.
What is your plan?
When we reach the temple, I'll fire off the beacon. A signal for Bela and Birger to set off their distraction.
The Dark Elf Hive.
Nice to not be on the receiving end of it for once.
With their attention drawn elsewhere, you and I can assault the main force from behind.
While Atreus and Hildisvini slip in to rescue your brother in the confusion.
Yes. Once we see their beacon, we'll regroup by the river and
Good! That's the way!
Either way, I would go ahead and tentatively call that approved, Papanix. A Steam game from 2015 is probably not going to give me any issues getting it streamable. Probably. Words. A Pantheon creation game sounds really interesting, but it would live and breathe on how many cool mutators there are to it. What I mean by that is, if we wanted a Pantheon creation game in, say, Civilization, that's easy. There's something that gives you +3 farm bonus, and then there's something that gives you 1 additional movement speed for your scouts, and blah, blah, blah. And that's neat and all, but no, we need to really dig into that. We would need cool stuff, unique stuff. And then being able to kind of mix and match those things as we create our Pantheon, right? I'm with the idea, by the way. It sounds cool. Yeah, no, you wouldn't really be managing the civilization. You'd be building the religion. Well, no. I use my words correctly. You'd be building a Pantheon. I have, in fact, played Black and White, although not Black and White 2. And yeah, I agree. Black and White 1, no offense, is rather overhyped. I think it's one of those games that people overpraise because of how unique it is, which it is. Credit where credit is due. But it's also very Molyneux. It reminds me of the original Populous, which is another game that's very Molyneux. And Fable. Yeah, Fable's another game in that list. Oh, that's Freya. Sorry, Freya. Sorry. Hey, TSB. Happy Monday. Hope you're doing well. I mean, ironically, I think Fable is simultaneously overhyped and overhated. One of those weird examples of that one. So, yeah, I do think Fable 1 is overhyped, but I also think it's overhated. Shrug. And I know that feeling, TSB. Yeah, Fable's fine. It's got some legitimately humorous stuff and some fun things periodically. It's also got nearly a non-existent story, and gameplay complexity that has the depth of a puddle. It's pretty much the definition of a mid-game, which is why I find both sides amusing. I will admit, freely, that, no, I would not say Fable has a good story. I will admit freely that I used to be one of those Fable haters. And you know why. But on the off chance you haven't actually heard me say it, why, it's specifically because... It's specifically because of the fact that I was alive and active in the video gaming community when the Fable adverts came out. Which, yeah, overhyped Fable. Like, just to ridiculous levels. Like, to the point of outright lies. How many of you remember, you can plant a tree and watch it grow? Remember that line? Yeah, no, it was deliberate lying to my face. So I hated Fable for years. It wasn't until years and years later that I finally sat down and actually gave the game a playthrough and went through it. And I was like, well, this is alright. It wasn't great, but it was alright. So, do I think the Fable series is worth playing? Weirdly enough, yeah. From my understanding, Fable 2 is the best one. Now, I say that neutrally because 2 is the only one that's Xbox locked, so I've never played it. But 1 is mid, and 3 is good until it becomes terrible.
Advantages are many.
If anybody knows about 2, feel free to share.
Nothing good can come of this noise.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. I liked Kingdoms of Amalur a lot more than I thought I would, for whatever that's worth. Now, Kingdoms of Amalur is a weird one. I can't say good story, bad gameplay, up story, down story, whatever. That's, you gotta get more specific with that game. The plot of Kingdoms of Amalur is stupid. The world building is excellent. The characters are almost non-existent, but the visual storytelling is really good, and so forth and so on. Like, you kind of have to go down the line on that one. I love the way they did the multi-classing in that game. It's something that I enjoyed so much that I have legitimately been inspired by it to use it in my the tabletop rule set that I'm building right now.
Try dragging the scepter across the bell a few times.
I don't actually know what that is, Von Falkenstein, so I'm going to assume no.
Come on, we're making good time.
And yeah, even, like, I can't even just say the gameplay is good, because while the combat is frankly excellent, the boss design varies wildly in quality, and the trash design is awful. Trash fights in Kingdoms of Amalur get very, very boring very quickly. It's such a wild game to talk about. And that's before you talk about the, you know, the fact that an actual governmental body got involved in its creation.
Follow the prophecy of the giants. Atreus believes Ragnarok is inevitable.
The Norns were quite clear on the nature of prophecy. They told us the sum of our choices were predictable. But we have changed, haven't we?
Perhaps.
Right side, brother!
The Norn said you'd kill Heimdall, but you chose not to walk that path. Back when we first met, I doubt you'd have done the same.
And you? Do you still seek Ragnarok?
Odin has much to answer for. If Groa's prophecy is correct, perhaps my realm can finally know peace. Perhaps I can know peace.
Forgive me for being a head on a belt, but haven't we all just established how prophecy is pure havers?
Gods, Mimir.
What?
The most annoying man alive.
I mean, he is right. As weird as this may sound, I think the best thing they could do is just kind of mentally forget the prophecies even exist. And I mean that with sincerity. Not because I'm particularly anti-prophecy, although I am, but just because it's affecting their thinking, and thus their judgment. I think the Norns are nowhere near as evil as the Sisters of Fate. But then again, the Sisters of Fate had a private fiefdom, so, you know.
Another Einherjar!
Close to what I was trying to do, but sure.
Shield strike! Now!
The Norn, yeah, the Norn are a little bit of a dick. Are dicks, whatever.
To your left!
However that would English out. But they're not evil.
Behind you!
I've said this before and I'll say this again. The Sisters of Fate are the real villains of the God of War trilogy. In fact, I pulled that out during the lore run. Every single major action by every villainous force in that entire trilogy can be traced back to them. Deliberately. Not like in one of those, oh, you know, the for want of a horse kind of a situations. They were clearly holding reins over the entire kingdom of Greece. Yeah, if there's one thing that we did that definitively made Greece a better place, it was killing the Sisters of Fate. I got a donation? I didn't even see it. I didn't even hear it. Was there no notification? Was it? The chat did reset earlier. When was that? That was 7 minutes ago. It didn't show up in chat, which is kind of what I use to track that sort of thing. God damn it. I bet you money this is because of the chat screwing up earlier. Thank you, TSB. I do appreciate the donation, and I appreciate you bringing it to my attention, because nothing told me it was there. I would have noticed it eventually, because I do these off-camera double checks, specifically for this kind of thing. In other waters, Road Warden, and goodbye, Volcano High. You asked me to pet dive. Who is over here at the moment? Yeah. That's the funny thing. We went directly from killing the Fates to, you know, killing Greece. Whoops. Listen, all I'm saying is maybe all those millions of innocent people deserve to die horribly. That's all I'm saying. Have you ever considered giving evil a chance? Hang on 1 second. I'm going to try to fix the bot really quick. It was self-defense. We had to kill those millions of innocent people. We had to. You know, that would make sense, Schmadov. Sadly but surely. Seems to be a theme of this game in general. Resignation.
Careful, that's the Alpha. Tough fight.
Seriously, though.
The Alpha.
What's OSP? Not Wolfenstein. That's a heal up. Ooh, oh god, I love good chilerianos.
This way.
I would kill this innocent person right here. Right here. Only I could have a chilerianos. Overly Sarcastic Productions. Ah! I'm familiar with them. Her? Yeah, whatever. A little bit, but not fully, TSB.
Alas, we're Neathhog.
It was in our way.
Aye, I don't doubt it. Curious, though. What was she doing here?
Odin used roots of the World Tree as part of his spell that kept me from leaving Midgard. Neathhog protects the tree's roots, wherever they are.
Ah, I see. Odin used her.
And she unwittingly paid the price.
Classic Odin.
Yeah. That's pretty Odin. And then he can blame you. You're the one who killed that innocent creature. She was just trying to defend the roots. How could you do that to that poor animal? My goodness. because he's not a psycho anymore, Compeluso. Although arguably he was never a psycho, but that's debatable. But if you're asking why does anybody objectively deserve sympathy, the answer is nobody does. There is no such thing as objective sympathy by design. Yeah, we're gonna be here a bit.
Make extra noise once the assault begins. If we distract them long enough, Hildesphanie and Atreus will have more than enough time to get in and out undetected.
I am not worried for Atreus. He is ready to fight on his own.
This is it.
Also, and this is just purely my subjective opinion on the matter, Kratos was screwed with constantly by everybody. He wasn't a good person. I'm in no way trying to say that. We did a lore run of the God of War trilogy not too long ago. But my point is that it's not like he was going out of his way seeking to do these things of his own volition. It's just like, he'd be like, all right, I'm going to do this. And then someone pokes at him and he's like, ah! And then someone pokes at him and he's like, ah! Like, if you pay attention, I'd say honestly about 90% of the crap he did is a direct reaction to people poking at him. The 10%, there's no excuse for that. The one that will always stick out in my mind is, I believe it was the Mistress of Poseidon, specifically. Because, yeah.
There's an altar behind these vines.
Okay. So how do I get past the vines? Right. Never mind. Not what I thought you meant.
Hurry, Chris. They're all waiting on us. Call on Skoll, please. Are you ready?
I am. Are you?
I'm not leaving here without my brother.
Yeah, that's the one, Loke. Yeah, and then there's the guy we just pushed up to solve a puzzle in God of War 1. For some reason, I've always remembered him because I found that hilarious. And I know that's awful of me. Because he, like, gets more and more frantic the closer you push him up as he starts to realize what you're doing. Not that I'm evil or anything. But that was hilarious. Anyways, alright, so.
We're coming for you, Ingvi.
Completely giving away your position.
Well, shoot.
What idiots. Oh. If it isn't Queen Mistletoe herself. Hilarious, by the way. Been a while.
Heimdall.
And you must be the little half-breed's father. Lucky day! You have a lot to answer for, Sunshine. You too, traitor.
Better a traitor than Odin's lapdog.
No. The burden is mine.
I can help.
I know. But you are needed elsewhere.
He's right, you know. Sizzles wasn't looking so hot last I saw.
I know you didn't want this, but we know how this ends. See you soon.
Well, we both know that's not true. But don't worry, Frigg. I'll be coming for you and your brother as soon as I am finished here.
That should be interesting.
Now, what you got? Whoa! What did Gulfo forever do to you? Not going to lie, I'm disappointed. Come on!
Okay, that's weird. There we go. You know, that's another thing. Going back to his whole lazy thing. He tamed a creature
Your reputation.
a lot easier to break.
At least break a sweat. So aggressive. So angry. Having fun yet? Oh well, you and me then.
He just kicks the thing. Okay.
Oh wait! You expected the stick to give you an advantage? What the? I can feel your frustration, you know. It is immensely satisfying.
What now, brother?
The spear remains our best chance.
Oh. Hilarious! The scion of the Aesir brought down by an old geezer's cane. Ha! Well, I'm waiting. Come on! Fight me! Hey! Careful! These are new bracelets. I can see why the half-breed is such a pushover.
Yeah, this is the problem with one-trick ponies. We usually say that with derision, but it actually, no. You got a good enough trick, you don't really need much else.
By the gods! You are ridiculous!
And once again, his fighting style is nothing. Is not, might actually be a better way to call that. Ah!
You actually hit me! Slow down! I don't remember the last time anyone hit me! Haha! There we are! Armor fit for a cop.
Come on, brother! You hit him once! Just gotta find the right opening!
Oh no, I can find a couple openings. I'm making a few more as I go here.
Slow down! Oh, he is mad now, isn't he? You know, pain is not as bad as I remember.
I won't ask your brother Balder about that.
Look! That's all this is!
Whatever his relation is, Pastor.
Wait. What is going on in that empty little head? Oh, no. You are going to spare me out of pity!
Let it go, and you may live.
Is this about the little runt? Oh, now I am definitely going to gut him.
This is your final warning.
I don't think a warning's going to cut it.
You think you get to just walk away? No. That is not how this works. You do not get to decide my fate! You are dead, sunshine.
I'm free. Okay.
Slow it down. You are in way over your head! Don't you know who I am? I am
Poor man's Idris Elba?
the Herald of Ragnarok! I am going to find that little mongrel of yours and beat his face into a pulp! Only one of us is walking away from this. And it sure as shit will not be you! How dare you try and spare me?
Brothers! This isn't who you want to be!
Kratos, that was just... I don't know if we are breaking fate, or fate's breaking us.
Yeah. What happens when a glass cannon meets a tank? That is the first boss fight in this entire game I'm going to give a positive to. It wasn't your typical cinematic guided tour thing. That was actually a real boss fight. I like that. It was even properly designed. Several people in chat pointed it out. He had very low armor, very low health. Like, every time you actually landed a blow, he just melted underneath that, which he should. You'll also notice he tried to focus on his casting more than anything else. Trying to do the slow time thing, the flinged rocks, the ranged attacks, stuff like that. Yeah, he actually buffed himself up. And no fighting style. I love his actual swings, which is just him. I can't do it because I don't physically have space, but he would just flail forward and, like, stumble forward several feet as he was doing it. You're right, I shouldn't give it a positive, Pastor Muppets. I apologize. I suppose, I mean, it's been a few months at this point, CyberXL. I suppose my point, Pastor Muppets, is even compared to other bosses we've already fought, Heimdall had no health, right? Like, even playing on the difficulty that we're playing on, You know, most boss fights are chip, 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 chip. He was, right? Big old chunks being ripped out there. Yeah, thank goodness Heimdall never actually bothered to, you know, be good at what he does. Okay. To make fun of myself for a moment, if I tried to play, I'll use a specific example, Crisis Core right now on hardest difficulty, I'd probably get stomped. Not because I'm bad at video games, but because I have no practice in it. The last time I played Crisis Core, which was years ago, by the way, I played with turbo cheats, where I could chain cast Ultima every second. That's Heimdall. He never had to get better, so he never bothered. No practice, no capacity, no nothing. Oh, and if I could throw in my own personal little thought on this idea here. That's interesting. I feel like... you know, I don't even remember. Sorry. I think it's real time. It's been a while, okay? I feel like... Obviously, Kratos doesn't want to be the killer, and I don't blame him for that. But what he just did was he didn't be the killer. As absolutely pathetic as that sounds, especially in the contrast to what we just saw, Kratos was positively restrained during that entire thing. First, read his enemy, read his foe, figured his way through, got through his defenses, beat him down, let him live, started walking away from it. Heimdall then pushed the bear twice, and Kratos was still willing to let him go. And it wasn't until finally, after all of that, he's like, okay, fine. And then he kills him, because he needed to die. Yeah, think about what old Kratos would have done there. Would he have even hesitated? The moment he got hands on him, that probably would have been game. Let's do this. Yeah, there we go. Commit. Yeah, actually, yeah, similar to Baldur, who just would not stop. Although at least Baldur was kind of deliberately suiciding. I think Heimdall was just pathetic enough that he could not stand the idea of being pitiable. He had so little self-esteem because of how much Odin had screwed him up, and I do put a lot of that on Odin, that he just couldn't bear with that. Oops. So anyways, Heimdall's dead. Yeah, it's another loss for Odin, by the way. You notice they're starting to domino a little bit. That's good writing, good narrative construction. Because if you paid attention, including in the first game, God of War 4, Odin was kind of consistently winning and winning and winning and winning, and things kept going more and more and more his way. I would say the first specific moment at which things finally started going against him is when Kratos reached out to Atreus at Sindri's house a while ago. So he's like, hey. And that's when things started going against Odin. And yeah, the dominoes are starting to fall a little bit here.
Hey, a little help?
At least the rescue's going well.
Oh, sorry. Let me add one other thing here. I actually feel very badly for Kratos because he's kind of a recovering alcoholic. Hear me out for a second. Anybody who's known any alcoholics or is one knows one drink is too much, right? There's no such concept as just one drink. You know what I mean by that. And so, I think that what's going on here is Kratos has been holding himself back so hard, and that he finally actually kills a god. He kills Heimdall, as he's been spending pretty much the entire game trying not to do that, just pulling back from it. Keep in mind, it's been basically 3 years since Baldur, right? And I don't believe he's killed anyone since, any gods since then, so yeah, this is quite literally a relapse. That's something he's dealing with. Even though he was correct in killing Heimdall, which is a statement I stand behind, by the way. Heimdall provoked that. Kratos was correct, did the right thing multiple times, was very patient, you know, due diligence, yada yada. But it doesn't matter because it was one drink too many. It doesn't matter if he's right. It doesn't matter if the situation is acceptable to him. All he can see is that he did it again. Yeah, he's still going to be bothered by it. Exactly, Logue. Poor Kratos. If nothing else, to answer Colin Peluso, not that he's there anymore, I think one of the biggest reasons why I have so much sympathy for Kratos is because he is trying. A surprisingly rare trait. And all of a sudden I can't move forward. Ah, here we go. Yeah, exactly, Pastor Muppets. Heimdall needed to be removed from the board. Now he has been. I hope Thor won't have to be. I think we could reach out to Thor. And obviously Sif is fine, and Thrud is... we'll get there. She's young. So that really only leaves one more person that needs to be removed from the board. That is Odin. We'll see what happens. Oh, absolutely, Logue. No question.
Yeah, so, guess what? We got hit by another ambush! Freyr!
So many ambushes.
I'll cover him, but we can't get through the door. We're trapped.
I don't know if Thor can be reasoned with. I hope he can. We've gotten several inferences that there is a very depressed, very resigned person underneath all of that. But he may be too far gone, just like Heimdall was. I don't know. Like it or not, some people are just past saving. God damn it, stop doing that.
We can't hold out here forever!
I got an idea.
Once again, removing Odin from the board is probably our best bet to reach out to Thor. Unfortunately, he's probably directly in the way. True, Papanese. Yeah, hopefully we don't have to kill Thrud and Sif, because that's terabad. That would be awful. Odin's motivation? Assuming he's telling the truth, haha. He wants to know what happens after. Yeah, Odin's also a bit of a control freak, so I would imagine that even if he were able to learn everything, he would then want to control everything too.
We'll figure something out!
Nice work. Can we go?
Yes, look, I agree. Game? Game. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Game? Game. Okay. We're gonna give it a second. Just gonna give it a second. Game. You can do it. You got this. Now let's... Okay, let's change armor. Hey, we're wearing this now. Nope. Come on, work with me. Work with me. Kill me, Kratos. Kill me. Sorry. Okay. Let's see how far back we go here. It's either 0 or we have to do that whole fight all over again, which is not something I'm super enthused about. Absolutely Sejuk, in my opinion. Are we... Hey, oh, thank God. So we lost no time. Thank God.
I will carry you.
You what? No, I can make it.
You cannot.
Ow, ow, ow!
To me! Follow!
We, got company back here.
Oh, no. Okay. We're almost
Now
there.
we're playing FF7.
Archers ahead! Oh, seriously? Nice job, by the way.
Hey, I'm Atreus. You okay?
Hi. No.
Just hold on.
All right. We gotta be close, right?
On your right.
Keep going! We're almost at the river!
I'm about to hurl.
Where's the boat?
Throw it in the river.
Hurry now. That won't hold them for long.
Whoa! Of course. Skisbornir. Freyr's boat.
They will regroup. We should go.
Come on, Freyr.
Okay. This is bad.
That's fine.
You should have seen your faces. Relax.
Of course, it's an airship.
It's flying. We're flying. I knew it would do that.
We have guests!
There's another one!
I knew this was going too smoothly. Little help?
They're too fast! Look out!
Friender. Nå gjør själv samma. Jag vet en att aldrig dör. Domer dagen.
Nigga! No! For Vanaheim!
That feels weirdly unearned, if I can be blunt. I'm sorry, but like, that feels like, okay, we want to sacrifice, so here you go. And they didn't really think about it. It's like, okay, you have multiple ridiculously good combatants who are in perfectly good fighting shape here. But no, he's got to go and jump off on him, which somehow works. What? Yeah, it felt like we got away too clean, so they wanted to add a price to it. Oh well. Negative to story.
Come on. You really think that's the end of Birger?
You think he survived that?
He's down there picking the dirt out of his nails with the beast's feathers. You'll see. He has to be.
We're almost there, Yngvi. Just hold on a bit longer.
I don't suppose I have much of a choice at the moment.
Hey, Scott Skywalker. The HUD's pretty indicative, I'd say. Although it's not completely up to date. It will be soon. I guess I can do it right now.
Lunda, we need cloth and boiling water. Red root and
Lamb's cress, I know. You think I never staunched a bleeder before? Oh, now don't you go worrying, boss. I didn't go through any of your stuff while you was off being tortured.
Damn it, Lunda! Easy.
Heck you says to me for? I ain't the one who stuck you like a damn pig. No offense.
Freya, mind giving her a hand? We're just taking over entirely?
Hold still. She'll just get you stable so I can take you to Sindri's house. The rest of my herbs are there.
We'll protect the realm in your absence. The four of us.
Vanaheim's in good hands.
From 4 people?
Party at Sindri's house, huh? Whoever that is.
Your boat.
Nope. Your boat. Come on, take it. Sail the skies. Sun yourself on its bow. You look like you could use it. Make a Vanir god proud.
And he's already high.
Gave you his boat? Nice.
He left me no choice.
It was necessary. Not because it was written.
That's right. He's right. Listen to your son, Kratos.
Prophecy holds that Gjallarhorn is the herald of Ragnarok. Whatever it does.
I read about it in Odin's library. Supposedly it...
Hold it, Atreus. We will discuss in private.
Yeah, there's probably ravens around here, for being honest. No dialogue. No dialogue. Oh, wait.
Hero is the one who found me wounded in the jungle when I was trying to find my way back here. Watched over me as I slept. I never thanked him.
If you want to thank him, don't get captured again. Promise.
I promise, love.
We found the sanctum in Alfheim and acquired a locked journal. The inscription reads, "The Consul."
The Consul's journal?
No wonder it's locked. That might be what we're looking for.
We'll pop it over to the dwarves. They can take it from there.
The Consul risked everything to understand the mistakes of our past. And now those lessons can endure. Thank you, Kratos. The elves and we won't forget this.
Welcome. Oh, absolutely, Lord Him. I told you, the dominoes have really started
What do we do now?
falling now.
Mourn. Rest. And then we continue the fight.
The four of us?
5. Counting the dog.
Helga ran off not long before your return.
We have to decide whether or not to abandon this camp. Its location may now be compromised.
I was not followed. If I am sure of anything, I am sure of that.
Yeah, we're still on an upturn. They tried to make us feel bad, but I don't remember his name's death. But no, we're still definitely on an upturn.
You could use your eyes.
God damn it. Would you just finish talking? Just keep talking.
I'll check the perimeter traps and make sure they're still set.
And when did Lord Freyr put you in charge?
He didn't. And I don't want it. But when I have counsel to give, I can't help but give it.
Love. He taught Lord Freyr everything he knows. That is good enough for me.
I know. I'm just tired.
As are we all. Let us rest.
He had a cool sword.
Oh, wow. This seems useful.
You still owe me the story of who made these things.
He wasn't a very pleasant person.
Ready when you are.
Interesting. We can buy stonewood, honed metal, and dwarven steel now. What are we missing? It's like petrified bone and petrified bone. Which, if I'm not completely wrong, was not on that list. Yep.
Hitting the road or chewing the fat?
Heimdall is dead.
Good.
Is it?
Look, I don't know from faith, but I know Heimdall was a prize-winning taint stain with a capital stamp. If he was gonna hurt your boy, it's a good thing he ain't around no more.
The Nords
Brats
didn't
puppies.
quite see it that way.
The opinion of them 3 shut-in spinsters ain't worth a goat fart in a hurricane. You did what you did. No need to fret about it. Hope you and your loin sprout ain't got any holes where you don't want them.
We are fine.
Oh, honey, you don't have to worry about him. Gave him a once-over just as soon as Freyr was patched up and on his way.
Did you now?
Brock, when you knew Faye, was she...
Let me stop you right there, killer. Brock ain't one to go breaking no confidences. Not even when it comes to the dearly departed. You don't hear me spreading your business all over town, do you? Smiths don't blab. It's just how it's gotta be.
Okay. Spear's okay. Like, all 4 weapons are pretty good. I guess since now we have to go this way. Nope, nope. What?
I smell something. Could be important. Maybe we should follow her.
Well, it looks like the bot notification was actually there. Maybe. Although... that's strange. Yeah, counting fists. Fist is still my favorite. Why did that happen? Oh, that's... wrong. Thank you, Baron, for the sub. I appreciate you. I don't remember your full usual. I just remember Kirby Block, if you don't mind reminding me. And good luck on that one, Poppinix. Okay, hold on. So... there's chat alerts, which is what it's supposed to be doing. Subscription... Pokemon Arceus, you got it. Look, all I'm saying is fists for the win, you know? Why did it put an exclamation mark there? It's very strange. Whatever. I give up. We're just gonna leave it be. There we go.
Tracks.
Helka's.
Where are you leading us, girl?
Oh. Into the water, apparently. See you around Scott Skywalker.
So, what do you want to do now? We don't have to go straight home, do we?
Straight home. After we do this side quest.
Look! Tracks from the olfactorily gifted hound. Seems we're on the right path.
Hey, girl, we're here. Guess we should follow her.
Do we have to? I mean, she has a dog. It could just be smelling some bacon. Or worse, a squeaky toy.
More paw prints.
Little slobberball's quite the tracker. More of Helka's tracks. I dare say she's got as skilled a nose for hunting as you, brother.
Hers is superior. The eyes can lie. The nose cannot.
Does that make you wish you could turn into an animal every once in a while?
No.
And there she goes.
You know, that's your job, kid.
Looks like we're on Helka's trail.
Honestly, I feel like Kratos would be a boar. Like, can't remember his name. Horatio. Kratos would be Horatio.
Ah, she went over that ridge. But we can't follow her at this time of night.
Really, game? Really? I mean, yeah, a proper boar is just a death machine. Again, Horatio. What, the lore run, Ross? We're midway through season 4 at the moment.
We're coming, Helga.
Apparently, hear a white noise. Whoa, whoa there. We've had enough of those today. Family was interesting, but I'm not sure you want to hear it.
That's gotta be Birgir. She wants us to rescue him. You can head back now, Helga. We'll take it from here.
Yeah, and it was the greatest episode ever, Ross. Definitely the greatest episode ever. Yep. Uh-huh. Just gonna leave now. No need to question this. No need to question. Everything's fine. Family is the greatest episode ever.
How could Birgir have survived a fall like that?
Magic, perhaps.
Let's make sure to ask once we've extricated him from this situation. Should be easy to find Birgir from up here.
Why'd everyone sound so scared of this place?
On that note... Dragon!
Atreus!
I'm fine. You?
Well, he seemed angry. What do you suppose that means?
We are going the right way.
Where are we anyway?
Looks to be the ruins of a once thriving Vanir settlement.
What happened?
Don't rightly know.
More reason to find a way out.
Signal. Birgir's alive.
Not for long if that dragon has its way.
It will not.
Do you see what I'm seeing?
A lightning bolt. Except it's frozen?
Like the one made in my fight with Thor.
But why would there be one just like it here in Vanaheim?
The dragon's back, and it's angry.
Better and worse, Ross. Just let me defend myself briefly. The C plot of family shouldn't have even been in there. Like, should literally not have even been in the episode. It's padding, and it's dumb. The B plot of the episode, I have no complaints about whatsoever. It's actually perfect. The fact that you don't even remember the C plot says all it needs to, I think, Ross. The A plot is different. Here's the problem with the A-plot. Robert. You've heard me give this complaint before. The problem is, he is too much of an asshole. I get what they were going for, you know. Oh, he's trying to provoke his brother, blah, blah, blah. But I honestly don't think they succeed at it.
How are we gonna get to Birger?
They try too hard to make him too cantankerous, and he honestly ruins the A-plot. The whole of the A-plot just kind of falls apart unless you just focus on the Picard scenes and the mud scene. I think with a polishing pass on the acting, make it more clear that Robert is just, you know, doing this out of kindness and consideration, it would have actually worked. Instead, the dialogue isn't even good. Like, you could tell, you probably are aware of this because you probably watched my video on it, Ross. Family was very written under the gun and almost didn't get made at all. And so it's really obvious that they're having like a second or third pass of the script, and a lot of the dialogue just doesn't work. The only reason that several of the scenes are carried is because of Patrick Stewart.
No way across this canyon.
Let's look for another path then.
So I guess what I'm trying to say is... Hello. Oh, I did, Ross. I did. I made sure they were fully aware of that nonsense. Yeah, exactly, Kira Witness. There's ways they could have polished that out, and they just didn't. Anyways. Which one was that one, Lataria? I think the biggest issue was, I love the idea of family, and I feel like the execution is just lacking. And I do put a lot of that blame on Rick Berman, who fought it just tooth and nail.
Growing. Kind of small, though. Might be magical.
They are a bit odd. What would you have us do about them?
I don't know. Maybe if we came back at night, they'll change somehow.
I've played 2 of the PSP ones, but to be totally honest, I barely remember them. And that's the honest to God's truth. So, my read on that is that he was... He didn't really seriously consider taking that job. He seriously considered running away. I think that's the simplest way I can put that. He wanted it to go away.
That's interesting.
What is it?
Haven't a clue. Seems interesting. Still, crystals are valuable. Perhaps we'll find a use for it.
No, the C-plot has to do with Wesley. Anyways, my read on it is that Picard wanted to escape from the trauma he'd just been through. And so he was considering, you know, taking the offer, the job offer, specifically because he thought it would be an escape from what he'd been through. In one of the only things that Robert says that's actually correct, he says, this is going to stick with you up in space or below the waves. Doesn't matter which, right? He can't run away from his trauma. He has to actually face it. In short, I don't think he was ever actually tempted by the project itself.
Retreat tactics. Smart.
I think he was tempted by not having to think about it. Yeah, I already don't like this area that much. This is a whole other ball of nothing.
Weird.
And that's an oath guard? I don't even know what that means. Hi. What's that? So, I get where you're coming from immediately, Wenlock, but let me just put it this way. In our Trek, I don't think Picard's going to recover in 3 weeks.
Maybe that journal he dropped lies, written by Beardguard. Well, perhaps that's who this fella has it out for.
Because, yeah, overcoming what was done to him in 3 weeks is absolutely bonkers. No, the Worf stuff was perfect. 0 complaints, 0 nothing. One of my favorite tidbits is how they don't overplay the embarrassing parents angle. And it's very clear at every element that they are really proud of him and that he is legitimately happy to see them. It would have been really easy for that to drift into parody territory, and they didn't do that. Janeway recovers today. Well, that's because she's better than Picard, Ross, obviously.
I don't understand. Vanya used to live here? It's just a crater.
It wasn't a crater when they lived here, lad. Something happened to it.
What? Like an explosion? It'd have to be huge.
So, I don't want to give too much away about my plans for our Trek. But if there was ever a moment that Picard would leave TNG, as in leave the show, it would be Enduring Family.
This place has looked better.
SNES, Yura. No question.
You make up your mind.
Dragon Scale. Interesting. That's the Perry suit. Looks cool, too. Look at it. I'm not spoiling nothing.
What? You just came to stare?
I've been talking in pretty vague generalities. I'm pretty good at that. Got a lot of practice at it. Did you know that they specifically got an actor who is known for doing, like his shtick in Hollywood was doing accurate accents of other, of non-English accents to play Worf's father?
If you don't need them, I can hold on to those Vanir crests for you.
I know, Russ. Oh, that sounds terrible, Dante Bronson. I'm gonna stick with the poison suit for now, I think. I still haven't seen anything else that impresses me as much as it does.
What were those say they're doing here?
Some Vanir turned to dark magic to defend themselves from the Aesir. There were consequences.
Right. Oh gosh, favorite one-off character in Trek. That's tough. There's a lot of good ones.
Stop squirming.
You did it, Master Kratos! A spectacular job! Keep it up and you'll become an expert in no time.
Can't tell if he was patronizing or if that was just plain sad.
Both.
Lol. Oh. Come on. Okay.
Good thing you learned the runes, brother.
I don't think I could pick one, Ross. There's just so many. There's so many good one-off characters in Trek. I would have trouble even thinking of one per series.
Watch out! Dragon!
Fear, Andrew. Voyager actually has quite a few good one-offs. Yeah, the Cardassian in early DS9. The Admiral Jarok. Oh my god, you're right, Pastor Muppet. That's why he called me Monster. Also, bless you for even remembering that.
Those mysterious crystals.
Just slowly slicing it down. Bit by bit. We're not in any rush. Everything's cool. Oh, god damn it.
Wait, over here!
What?
Speak.
The day this valley was destroyed, my spirit was torn, split in two. Part of me, it lies out there with my remains. Perhaps if this brooch was stolen, it would uncloud my mind. I could find peace.
What do you remember of the day you died?
Everything is hazy. I remember I was nervous. This brooch. I planned to propose to my beloved. Please, I beg you, restore me. Restore my memory. Then I can tell you all I know of that day.
Your remains. Where are they?
I was looking out upon the valley. Then the ground shook. I tried to dodge a pillar as it collapsed. I must not have made it.
This Spectre may be able to tell us what happened in this valley, brother.
If the Leviathan froze that lightning, do you think Mother was, you know, here?
It means nothing. We do not know that Faye was here.
True, but that frozen bolt tells an unfinished story. If we want to know what really happened here, we need to know what that spirit remembers.
Then we go.
No doubt about it. Just like the frozen lightning bolt in Midgard.
Yet I have never been here. Curious.
God damn it. You know, another... That was a good joke, too. When I think about, like, the worst one-offs or guest characters in Trek, Okana is legitimately one of the first ones I think of. Do you know someone else who comes to mind immediately? I don't remember his name, but it's the turbo assassin guy who was able to break out of a transporter beam by doing the mambo. I am not making that up on Falkenstein. Hate that character. That whole episode was just You know, one interesting thing that's been happening to me, Ross. Jellicoe would count as a one-off. Although I was never a big fan of his, but I've talked about that already. Something I find truly interesting is how much... I don't want to say my opinion's changing, so much as I'm more in-depth with my opinion, if that makes sense. More confident in my own opinion. There's been several episodes we've been going through, and I'm like, yeah, I can't wait. You know, this is one of the better episodes. I've stopped doing this, by the way, but you know, this is one of the good episodes. So I hope you like it. And we go through it, and it's like, it's not that good. That's like, well, okay. That was disappointing. An example, the Nth Degree. Immediately, right off the top of my head. Dumb, badly written plot with plot holes everywhere, and at least 3 examples of a false threat in order to try and make Barclay look better than he is. Which I remember liking because it had Barclay in it. Interestingly enough, he is still the highlight of the episode, because Dwight Schultz is a freaking amazing actor. But the episode itself fell apart pretty hard. I don't know, I feel like lore running the show has given me a slightly different perspective than ruminating, because, well, I'm not... I didn't review the show last time, you know what I mean? I have more of that mindset nowadays than I used to. So I go through and I kind of review this time around, and it's like, oh, huh. As I am fond of saying, ruminations are not reviews. They never have been. She loved the most toys. That is, oof. That is a scary good episode. There was another episode that didn't hold up. Ah, the final mission. You remember that one? Season 4 again.
Ah, another crystal. Best hold on to it until we can figure out what to do with it.
Final mission is desert, water. If that doesn't give it away, I'm not going to say anything else. Yeah, that's an example of an episode which has a very good core nugget.
An altar up there. If we can reach it, we can change the time of day.
And the B plot is atrociously bad. Like, so bad that it kind of ruins the A plot bad. And honestly, even the A plot had some issues. Or the B, whatever. Even the character plot had some issues. Which I will not relate here, because I can't talk about that without actually spoiling. But that's I list that as an example of an episode that doesn't hold up as well as I thought it would by memory. Did you believe I cried at the defector, Ross? No joke. I can even tell you the scene. Although you could probably guess it. It's the scene where he talks about his daughter's birth. And, like, how he realized that was the exact moment at which he you know, was like, oh, crap. Yeah, a few of those episodes have been very good. As I always say, as I always defend my review system with, the bads, like, the category of bads may be expanded, but the category of goods is expanded too. When an episode hits, it hits. Same thing with a game. I am very tired of being in this plane already, speaking of which. And I'm guessing the map is going to be extraordinarily worthless here. Actually, we've been kind of plussing and minusing as we go, Ross. I should be writing it down. Whatever. That's the approach we're using. I can't even zoom in anymore. Yeah, there's the shrine right there. If I could just get up there. Game. I want you to know that I hate you, game. Deeply. Like, personally. I feel like this is the way to go, but it's clearly not working out.
Typically those weak spots come in threes.
Yeah, I caught that, but there's no other... Okay. Well, like I said, we're in Season 4 of TNG right now. So, it'll be interesting going through DS9, because DS9 is... rough. A lot rougher than I think people tend to remember.
Another gathering of Zeta.
You know what you have to do, brother? Release them.
This whole area is just a whole lot of places where I can't quite finish anything because I don't have access to whatever I need at the time. This is a fun zone. Yes, we're going to do the movies. Per their request, we're going to do the movies after we finish TNG. Which is going to be very strange, but that was the choice, and so we shall adhere to it. The idea is we're going to do pretty much all the movies in one go. So, you know, 1 through 10. Yeah, it'll be my very last time watching Nemesis. And by that I mean skipping through Nemesis. I ain't watching that crap all the way.
Hey there. Howard?
What?
What do you want, Spirit?
The scroll. There was a message I must deliver. The Aesir and Thor. I must remember. The message must be delivered. It was important. My commander is waiting on my word.
He's been waiting a while then.
Tell us, what is the last thing you remember?
I was seeing red. With anger. At the Aesir. And there were these red trees. Please, help me regain my memory. Then I can tell you what I know of that day.
Thor was looking for a fight with the Vanir military.
Were the Vanir fighting the Aesir in this valley?
Aye. A battle the Vanir would eventually lose.
But what does the frozen lightning have to do with this conflict?
There's only one way to find out, brother. We keep looking.
Not that I'm going to disagree, Papaneeks, but as I just mentioned... No. We're actually going to go to all the movies, including the TNG movies, after TNG, not after DS9. There's reasoning to that, which I will not spoil to you, but I just think it's a smoother experience, especially as the TNG movies don't really have anything to do with DS9 or Voyager. Not really. And it feels weird to interrupt the flow of DS9 or Voyager with the movies. Also, if you want to watch the good TNG movie, for there is only one, that would be First Contact.
Great. Now we can move the sun and moon.
It's another mystery crystal.
You know. The mines? What mines? Oh, you mean like the plants? So there's two reasons for that. Reason number one, I have trouble seeing them about half the time. And the other half of the time, I'm irritated because I didn't see them the first half of the time. So I say, screw it. Any questions? Generations... I mean, Generations, First Contact, and Insurrection are at least worth watching, I would say. I honestly recommend do not watch Nemesis. I really do. Yeah, there's so bad it's good, and then you keep going around the loop right back to so bad it's bad. That's Nemesis. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay, so for our trek, we're debating having Ezri be a part of the cast in Season 1 of DS9. Just Ezri, by the way, not Ezri Dax. Still not sold on that, but leaning towards it pretty heavily. Since we aren't Rick Berman, we can avoid some of the pitfalls that they ran into in Season 7. Well, I'm not sure there is going to be a change, Venlock. That's something that's still in the air. And I honestly can't even predict that right now. That's a character beat. And if you know how I write, you know that character stuff is the very last thing I write. So, we'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's get these set up. Whoop. Did I miss that one? There we go. No, we all know Bashir is going to get together with his one true love, Garrett. I'm not sure if I'm kidding about that. I actually like the Lita and Rom thing. That's probably sticking.
I have returned your scroll, Spirit.
And I am whole again. Now I can deliver my message.
Your commander is long dead.
Of course. Odin sent Thor to take control of the valley. But I suppose it's too late now.
Don't worry. We're handling the Aesir.
Now, tell us what you know of that day.
I remember walking into a meat hall, and Thor was there.
Do you know why he was there?
There were whispers he was looking for a Vanir military outpost. I didn't want any trouble, so I got out quick. That's the last I saw of him. But maybe there are others who saw more.
I wonder if Thor was meeting someone at the mead hall.
Whoa. Do you think Thor was meeting Mom there?
Faye never drank with me, and she would not have with him.
Sometimes we never really know the ones we love, brother.
I haven't decided what we're doing with Worf yet. I actually do have an idea about it, but I'd kind of like to stay quiet about that. I don't want to give away everything about our trek yet. War. Sorry. Let's see here. Good night, TSB. Have some good sleeps. I really am not sure what we're going to do with Martok yet. Especially since... I don't have a way to say this without spoiling, do I? Let's just say the way I use the Dominion is going to be very, very different. Leave it at that.
Something is wrong with this kill. Dragons do not leave marks like these.
We've seen those marks before in the Valendar mines. Remember? Must be a soul eater around here. I can hear the animals. They're afraid.
Aye. Let's keep a lookout for other kills. Soul Eaters hide in plain sight.
Wish this one were like the dragons in Midgard. They were nice.
They were also intelligent dwarves who had been transformed into dragons.
Ew.
See? 50% von Falkenstein. Oh, absolutely. You know me, I'm actually pretty against the concept of the big three. I think I proved that in RFF1. There's always going to be characters that have more lines of dialogue than the others, but I like to spread it around a little bit more. That's true, I have already proved it with RN, you're right. One thing I've been doing, because I'm an organized geek, is I actually have a spreadsheet which keeps track of which episodes are focused on which characters. And I've got a running tally going, too. So I can tell which characters need more focus and which ones need less. Okay, let's get a real weapon going. Oh my god. Get rid of the goddamn thing. You probably don't remember this, but I actually already put together a spreadsheet tracking TNG, DS9, and Voyager in terms of who got how much focus. Inspired by MLP, of course. Poor Harry. And Chakotay. We'll see, Sovicom.
Now we just gotta find Birger.
The voice acting would be the problem with our MLP. You are quite correct.
Got him!
Master Kratos, what an excellent job you've made of it!
I do not need your encouragement.
Oh no, I've offended you. Oh no.
I think you hurt his feelings.
Poor anxiety. I mean, she really is, Ross. And ironically, my favorite characters from both shows, so go figure. an episode that is both better and worse than I thought when we went through to lore run it. Remember Me, also season 4.
Over here.
He's alive. Negative story.
Many thanks.
No, thank you. You saved us back on the boat. Right, Father?
It was foolish. And appreciated.
There's a mystic gateway nearby, but I have no stone for it.
We do.
I can't believe you survived that fall. How'd you do it?
I rolled. Talk later.
It's just whatever. Why are you even here? He rolled a dice and he got a 20. What's there to be confused about? We know rolling gives you iframes.
Maybe I'll see you back at the camp.
And under different circumstances, one hopes.
Big man, boss needs your help
Well,
coaxing
with
this
Birger
stag
safe,
back to the world.
we can get out of here.
The boss needs
Or
your
explore
help.
some more,
Not
if
me.
you wanna.
I'm doing great. Got a belly full of stag feed, living life, but yeah. Talk to him back at the round between rounds when you got a moment.
Okay. Oh my god, it's another side quest. To talk to Ratatosker.
I wanted to tell you. I read something in Odin's library about what Gjallarhorn is supposed to do. If blown by a god, it sounds through all the realms and harmonizes the space between them. Blow it somewhere like Tyr's temple, and it would be like opening up all the realm travel towers at once.
It's quite a vulnerability. Wonder why he didn't just destroy it.
Some artifacts defy destruction.
Well, we should make Freyr aware of this.
I was gonna say, yeah, like the Blades of Chaos. Alright, where you at? Where you at?
Boss has something for you. Come on, hit the time and drop off your lean work. Why must you make me repeat myself?
You arrived, just in time as well.
Here's what I found.
What a rambunctious bunch.
Speak.
The tree has become rather overgrown. And if it grows too wildly, the branches risk getting too heavy and falling, which is not ideal considering they hold all the realms.
I am no gardener.
What an absolute shock. No, I do not require any horticultural skills from you, but I would ask that you keep an eye open for the stags of the 4 seasons. They normally graze upon the tree and keep it tidy. Unfortunately, Bitter decided it would be funny to trick Arrogant into releasing them. If you happen to find the stags during your travels, I would greatly appreciate assistance in bringing them home. I would have one of my spectral squirrels do it, but they, well, keep eating the feed I give them. Consequence of it being the most delicious food in all the 9 realms, I suppose.
We have seen these stags.
Great, then all you need is some feed. Once you've found a stag, the feed should calm them down. Then one of my spectrals will guide them back here. And, don't eat the feed, please.
I will not.
Bitterness asked me if I was too chicken to release them, but I am in fact not chicken-like whatsoever. So as you can see, I had no choice.
Yes, of course. What else could you have done? While normally this would be a harmless prank, Fimbulwinter prevented the stags from returning, and now they have long since scattered to parts unknown.
It was worth it.
Now then, any luck finding those lean worms?
So were you always a freakishly large immortal squirrel, or?
Don't forget handsome. No, I was once a regular squirrel. The same size as these wispy, spectral versions of myself, in fact. I was unremarkable, I stumbled upon the tree near what should have been the end of my life, the victim of a random act of predatory savagery. But the tree, it had other plans for an insignificant creature like me. But I have prattled on for far too long. I will leave you be, Master Kratos. I suppose I needn't take up more of your time.
Yes, we'll be moving along to other.
Just making sure. Okay. Oh god, where was I? I think I was over here. No, not in a minute. Yeah, we saved Bloggyblug. We saved Sword Guy.
Back to the crater. We still have unfinished business there. See, their warriors still haunt the crater. We could put them to rest. And what else? I strongly suspect there are more spirits who witnessed the clash that destroyed their home.
Sounds good.
No, I like to think that his name is just Sword Guy now. Forever. This is not the one I wanted. Whatever. That'll work. Burger the Sword Guy. I'd eat that. Earthbound Rewrite. Now there's a thought. That does not surprise me, Yura. I do not have the ability to write humor, Ross, so probably not. Yeah, that's it. We're definitely playing a Dark Souls game now. Dum, 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 dum. Roll every now and again.
That's right. We got more food at home. Come on.
I have to say, quite a nice change of pace helping these stags get home. For a moment, I was worried we'd have to kill them.
Yes.
You had a plan to kill it if it had attacked, didn't you?
Yes.
Ahem. I mean, wouldn't you? In this setting. Hey, there's a magical creature. Okay, I immediately think about how I can kill it if I have to. Use Morax. Probably not, Blade Taval, but that does... See, now you've challenged me. And we know what happens when you challenge me, Blade Taval. Because I couldn't possibly connect all the FFs together. What? I mean, I just haven't finished doing it yet. See, that just sounds like you're making fun at that point, Blitzball. Not that I blame you. Yeah, I was just wondering why they're the same damn icon. I guess they're not exactly the same. The shape of the icon is slightly different, but the color and the emblem on it are identical. Why? Oh, God. Alright, here's a terrible superpower for you. You're really good in combat, but everything you kill, you automatically taste what they taste like. Uncooked. Yeah, that sounds like fun. Just kill carrots. It's cool. They're carrots. They're cool. It's cool. It's cool.
Another kill.
It's a sign we're on the right trail.
We're getting close. I remember last time it looked just like a pile of rocks at first.
Let's ask a byproduct of that question. Rather than which one are you looking forward to most, which one are you looking forward to second most? Because we know the answer is 4.
Falco!
10-2. Interesting. I suppose that shows me. What about you, Blade Chabal?
Stay alert.
Aye, some rocks are not like the others.
Steel yourselves.
The ancient sun! Now's your chance!
He just likes Brother that much as a character. That's what it is. I don't blame her. Would you believe I haven't thought about it yet, Papa Nix? At least not for our remakes of FF3. Or FF6, excuse me. I've sort of deliberately been leaving that for later. Which FF am I dreading doing the audit run of most?
Life in this valley can flourish again.
I'm sure Anvari would be happy we killed another one at least.
Anvari, the dwarf who put his soul into a ring.
That's right. He created the Soul Eaters. Whatever happened to the annoying bugger anyway?
I lent him to Sindri and he said he lost him.
Lost him.
Which FF am I dreading the most? A combination of 10 and 12. You can probably guess why in both cases. And yes, our FF6 will have voice acting, as all of them do. And the way this is going to work is actually very simple. Every single one of my voice actors is going to who wants to voice Kefka will be competing for the position against me.
What else do you know of the mask?
Only that it was the great passion of Odin's life. He journeyed across Aegir's burning ocean into the heart of the silent matron herself to find it. Lost every man in his crew, but to hear him tell it, it was worth all that blood and more.
You want to hear something funny, Dante Bronson? We've never reviewed FF13. So, we won't be doing an audit run of FF13. We'll be doing a run of FF13. No. Whether a story has flaws or not has nothing to do with anything, Lord Harriman. Otherwise, I wouldn't be wanting to rewrite... I don't know, anything, really. But that's a common misconception that I don't blame you for. But I do correct it for anybody listening. The point of rewriting is not simply to fix flaws. It is to do a reimagining, our own take on a pre-existing franchise or setting. Such as Star Wars. Or Star Trek.
Are the best you have always
always been the best. Hey, tell her she's the best. Oh, you're back. The heroes of the hour. I want to hear everything. I mean, when you're ready, I'm not giving orders here, am I?
Try to rest, Ingvi. Let the herbs work.
Oh, they work? Oh, they work very well. 'Cause you make things better. You always have. Since we were kids. I find a new way to get into trouble. And you find a way to make it better.
Well, that's certainly true.
You know, we used to lead Vanaheim together when we were young. Not much older than you, to be honest. Well, you know, she did the leading. I just tried to keep things fun. Leadership, not really my strong suit, let's be honest.
Really? Your group back in Vanaheim seems pretty devoted.
Well, I can inspire people, I guess. Get them to see the best in themselves, you know? I don't know if that's leadership. It's more like,
Like a muse?
Wait, like a what?
A muse. Father told me about them. In his homeland, they inspired all kinds of artists.
What? I love that. That's a job? Well, why don't we have that? Oh, man. I could totally do that.
I think they were all goddesses, though.
Well, come on. That's not fair. That's not fair. I would be a natural. Oh. What were we talking about?
Ingvi, you must rest. You understand? You must. Please, just stop talking.
Okay, I'm sorry. But someone was gonna fill us in on what happened with Heimdall, right? Is that what's happening?
Patience.
Love.
What now?
The riddle. What gets bigger the more you take away? Love.
What kind of chub-buffling relationships you been in, Amir? That don't make any sense.
Agreed.
Oh, fun. I won't be lectured on the nature of a romance by the two of you duffers. Yeah, it's bigger the more you take away. Oh.
It was a fun fight, Dark Knight.
She's still a beaut.
First actual boss fight in the entire game. I enjoyed it. Interesting.
You're back in his broom closet again?
Seems to help him, I guess.
Yep, Tyr's just hanging out in his broom closet. Definitely. Wink, wink. I'm pretty sure I already answered the riddle the second he asked it. It's on the VOD if you don't believe me. I said it out loud.
Hey, you think Cinder...
Enough.
Look at that. You really did it. How, in all the 9 realms, did you manage to kill Heimdall?
I knew our spear would do the trick. Well, happy Ragnarok, everybody. Let's drink.
Is it true? Heimdall's dead. I can't believe it. There's no stopping it now. Odin swore peace only so long as you spilled no more Aesir blood.
I refuse that deal.
Yet he honored it. But now...
But what? You and I know better than anyone that Odin's promises never last. We have the advantage now. It's time to bring him down.
No.
None of you understand what's coming. Odin's vengeance will be his only concern.
Not his only concern. The mask. Whatever knowledge it unlocks, that's what Odin wants more than anything. If I go back to Asgard, I can use...
Go back.
Look. If I can finish what I started there, awaken the mask, get answers, maybe that's our way out of this. But I gotta go soon. Before they figure out what's happened.
Atreus, you are home. Do not ask me to put you at risk again.
He's at risk where he stands, Kratos. We all are.
Anything we do or don't do is dangerous right now. But Odin needs me. He trusts me. I'll be safe there. From a tactical perspective, am I wrong?
I don't much like it, but it is our best play. Dividing Odin's focus would buy us time.
And give us a pair of eyes in the enemy's inner sanctum.
But if there is truly a source of infinite knowledge, you can't let Odin have it.
Aye. And once he has what he needs from you...
Then I lose my leverage. I get it.
And worse.
I'll be smart. Father, I can do this.
Remember our promise.
You too.
I hope you know what you're doing.
I do too, Sin.
Well, I still want to hear how you did it. You mean how we did it? Ah, you heard me. And therein lies a tale.
Similar to how killing Heimdall for the right reasons and in the right way was the right choice, I'm kind of with it. This is a huge, terrifying risk. But it's not being done casually or carelessly because we've just been chased away from home in a pit of feek. And the dominoes aren't fully layered on Odin's side anymore. This is still what we would call a bad idea, but it's no longer the worst idea ever. Oh, I should... Hang on.
Atreus, listen. I can't let you go back without this.
A hammer?
Your key, please. You ever need a way out of a bad situation? Throw this down hard and say wergi. One use only.
Wergi. Thanks, Sindri. Hope I don't need it.
Guarantee you he will. I guarantee you he's gonna need that.
All right. Odin said Hugin would be waiting in the cabin. Mimir, anything else I should know about Odin? Maybe a weakness or something? Like if I flip up his eye patch, he'll disintegrate. Aye, lad. Wouldn't that be? Yeah, no. Sorry, Mimir. I can't do your accent. I'm on my own for this one. Here we go.
I think this is where we'll pause. A lot of things could happen when we hit Asgard. So tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, the second worst idea we've ever had. I'll see you guys.